Okay, hey guys, welcome to Dr. Chef's Crypto. I'm Dr. Chef. As always, this is not official financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. Do not live your life by a weird chef guy in a mountain cabin's advice, unless you want to be rich. I'm just kidding. Do not sue me. Okay, now let's get going. This is exciting. This whole time frame has just been exciting, and I'm trying not to make just major videos every single day and just blow your mailbox up because I could. There's a lot going on, and it's awesome. So let's just do a crypto update for 11/7/21, and let's talk about what's going on in the market, what we're looking at from now to the end of the year, give or take, and maybe comment on some crazy stuff like Shiba Inu or whatever. So let's go over here, and I'm going to switch this small screen. I'm going to move this small screen right down here so it doesn't get in the way of my charts I'm about to show you. And we'll pop this bad boy up. Here we are on today's current, right this second, BTC chart. And you can see that we are doing quite well in the world of BTC. So let me blow that up for you, and let's take a look at what's going on. Okay, so now this is cool. Obviously, this is good in a whole lot of ways, and there's other stuff even better that we're going to talk about, but let's take a look. First of all, let's talk about the three candles right here. These three candles are all green. They're all going up, and let's talk about the current price, which is 65,280 at 9 o'clock p.m., 65,280. The high, all-time high, is 67, give or take. So we are going to test the resistance here one way or the other. Let's talk about that, and then we'll talk about these indicator lines, and I'll show you how to read those bad boys. First of all, one of two things is going to happen within the next day or two, okay? Maximum of a week, but in the next couple of days. We're climbing right now. We're climbing fairly consistently, and we can see that. All we have to do, you see how this is a one-day chart? If I shift to an hour chart, I'll go a 4-hour chart, and you'll see all the green right here. You see all that? Okay. So same range, but you can see all the green right there. See it? Those are hours. Okay, if I go down to a single hour, you see this? This is us on the rise all the time. This is a 1-hour chart. This 1-hour chart's relatively useless when it comes to long-term trading, but when it comes to knowing what's going on right this second, look at this spikes in these. Okay, look at what's happening. Now let's go back to the one-day chart so we can look at the reality of what we're doing. 65. You see this number right here continues to go up, 65,260. That's our three green candles. Now, when you look at this chart, let me explain what these indicators lines are. Okay, purple is an average for 7 days. The red is an average of 25 days, and the light blue is an average of 99 days. These are indicators. And what they're doing is showing you the averages over time. And what that does is indicate patterns for you. Okay? So look, whenever these two things come together, things happen. Okay, look. This is a rise, right? And you can see how purple is firmly above the red. This is an indicator of an upward trend because the short-term averages are staying higher than the longer-term averages. So this is a up. You see how when it crosses, it goes down? You see how it was coming up over here? And these lines, the purple's above the red. You see how it crosses? Red's above the purple, goes down. See? Crosses again, purple's above the red, goes up. This is how you read those indicator lines. Now, on the one-day chart, these things are kind of flat. So what you're going to need is another way to read it. Now, this is sort of advanced chart reading class right now, okay? You've got the three green candles telling you that we're on our way up and are continuing up. And then you've got these lines flattening out. You see how close the purple and red are? And that should give you pause. You should say, wait a minute, those things are real close. That means that it could cross over. And if it crosses over, we're going down. Now keep in mind, these are just indicators. They're not foolproof. They're not perfect, but they are a way to help you figure out what's going to happen. You can hold your position. You can consolidate. You can sell or buy based on some of these indicators. That's market trading. Okay. This is advanced chart reading. Now, what you want to do if you see these two things really close together, you're trying to figure out if it's going to go up or down, right? So that's when you shift gears to a chart like the 1 hour, and you see that right now it's getting crazy. But you see how it's switching in the hours, like boom, 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 boom. Okay, these are each of these candles is 1 hour. So you see this, boom, this switches over. It's all weird. Okay, you see that? But that's all headed up. So that's one way to check it. Right now, it definitely looks up. Look how spiky the short-term average is, the 7-day. Look how massive that rise is. Okay, that is a very good sign. But here's another way you can do it. You can switch to another nearby coin. Let's go to Ethereum. Now check this out. All these coins track together, right? Everything kind of stays together. So Ethereum has been going up the same as Bitcoin. But look, it's got all-time highs. It is $4,700 right now. Ethereum is looking at all-time highs. Check this chart. Look at this chart. You see this? Look at this. Look at this. This right here, by the way, this is July. This is July 20th. Look, July 20th, $1,739 is what you bought an Ethereum for in July. And I hope you bought a whole bunch of them. Because right now they're $4,700. That is $3,000. Exactly $3,000 you made per Ethereum since July. You understand? Now, the reason I'm here is not to talk about Ethereum, which, by the way, OMG. Okay, but look at this. Look at the switches. Now, you see how it got real close right here? You see how it started going up? And then it got real close. You see how the purple, you see that? You see how the purple and the red came together right there? Almost. And then, boom, that purple bounces up, right? Now, be careful because that went shoop back down and it crosses over right there. So that was a little bit of a trick play, but I think it's going to bounce off like that on BTC. Now look, see when it crosses? Crosses over there, goes down. Crosses over there, goes up. Look at this. You see this? This is a great example of a solid, long-term, significant upward trend. This upward trend has been existing since the very beginning of October, and it is now the beginning of November. This is a 1 month. Each of these candles is worth a day. Look, the purple is above the red, equal distance traveling up the whole way. That is a major upward trend. All three lines are going up. Purple is staying above red by a good distance. This is huge. This is how you get an all-time high and another all-time high and another all-time high. This is how you continue to just crush it if you're holding Ethereum. Now, why am I talking about this? Because this right here is a second chart. This is the second of the coins. Bitcoin is number one, the OG. Ethereum's number two. Ethereum is a big deal. It tracks along with Bitcoin. All the coins do. Okay? They track, unless there's something weird going on, they track along with Bitcoin. Now, if I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart and seeing those things close together and I'm worried, I go over here to Ethereum to double check my theory. And I see 3 green candles, very similar, and all-time highs, and big space between purple and red. So when I switch back to the BTC chart, right, you'll notice, let me get back to BTC, okay? Even though this is trading much closer to the vest, right? Even though those lines right there are much closer together, they're still apart, okay? You see? They're still apart. Purple is still above red, and these three things are green. So now I've gone over and I've looked at Ethereum. I've also looked at the shorter charts, the hours, the 4 hours, the charts like that. And all those things are telling me, even though that looks dicey, it shouldn't be, right? That's what that tells me. That's what that means. Even though it's close together, even though these lines are flatter than Ethereum, it shouldn't matter, okay? So, what does all that mean? All that means that one of two things is going to happen, and I think it's going to be the first one. Either we're going to blow through the all-time high, and I'm talking about within hours, if not a couple days, but very, very quickly, tomorrow, the next day, we're going to blow through the all-time high. If we do that, we're going up again. So you're looking at 68, then 70, then 75. Who knows? It might not stop till 90 or 100,000. We're going to keep going up. This was just a step, and we're going up. That's option number one. That's what I think is going to happen. That is if we see a 67 within the next day or two and it continues to hold. Now, don't forget, that's also our resistance point. So the second thing that can happen, it bounces off resistance. That's great. What that means is we've established a range of around 57 to 60 up to about 67. We've got about a 7 to 10,000 point range. Okay. Why does it matter if we know the range? Let's call it 60 to 70. Well, that's because 60 to 70, if we've watched it test resistance and support a couple times, it means that now we can trade within the range. I've got a lot of other videos on this. Look for range, look for trading, look for things about leverage. And now, okay, I don't recommend leverage trading because it's gambling and it's dangerous. If you're going to get 10x back, it means you're going to lose your money 10 times quicker. So if you do leverage, it means you're going to lose your money 10 times quicker, but you might get 10 times more. However, if you know that you're in a range and you make an educated guess that you're going to bounce at a certain point, now you make crazy money. So I do not recommend using leverage unless you are crazy dead certain. And as I've always said, never gamble, never bet with anything like that you can't afford. No money that is going to hurt you in any way, okay? If you're getting a second on your house to do a 10x leverage bet on Shiba Inu right now, you deserve to lose all your crap, okay? Don't be stupid. Don't do that. Don't do anything that you can't afford to lose, especially if you're doing trading, day trading, speed trading, or leverage trading. You want a long-term hodl, it's a little bit less risk. We know Bitcoin's going up, and there's a limited number. It's not going anywhere. We know Ethereum's going up. Ethereum 2.0 is about to come out. Cardano will continue to grow. Everybody's like, well, Cardano's been around $2 all year, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's 9 cents a year ago, okay? The point is, if you do the research, you know it's going to keep going up. And some of these things are going to come and go. Sure, Doge might be out by now, right? Whatever, we'll see. But you could, if you knew the range, and let's say the range was, 60 to 70. You knew it was going to bounce off of 60, going to bounce off of 70. You establish a range, so you put in a trade at 10x, $10,000 becomes $100,000. You miss it, and all your money's gone. So it's betting. It's gambling. I don't recommend it. Even if you do it, I recommend keeping 75, 80% in long-term investments. The leverage trading concept is fabulous and fun and exciting. However, it is the opposite of long-term investing. Leverage trading is basically gambling, right? Now, it's gambling with intelligence. Okay, you've got the ability to do analysis. Like if you're playing cards and you're playing, blackjack and you've got a certain number of cards in front of you with a certain value, you can make calculations. If you're betting on a horse race and you know a lot about horses, and there's a certain horse that's a genius super speedster on muddy tracks and it's raining, okay, you can make educated bets that aren't just pure, put it on black, totally random, spin the number, right? It's better than that. It's more educated, but it's still gambling. However, you can turn $10,000 into $100,000 virtually instantaneously with one of these leverage trades. And that's what the range is for. If you're watching a range and it's going up and down, then you can track it and make leverage trades that have to do. So in this case, you're not looking for a 10x to go from 30,000 to 300,000. You're not looking for a 10x. You're looking for a little move that you can multiply. Does that make sense? Looking for a little move you can. So that's leverage trading. Okay, we're in good shape. I think that as we sit here, we're at 65 and some change with a 67,000 all-time high. We're headed toward the resistance on Bitcoin. We're going to hit it, and we're going to do one of two things. Blow through it, and then we're looking for 70, 80, whatever, or bouncing off of it, and then we're in a range, looking at consolidating our position and possibly doing some trading inside that range. Okay. So people have also asked me, what about the 0.00005 on Shiba Inu today? Are we in trouble? Is the bottom falling out? No. Could the bottom fall out? Of course. This is crypto, okay? This is crazy, man. It's all crazy all the time. Do not think this is going to be easy. The number one requirement for crypto investor is patience and thick skin. You cannot panic. You cannot be paper hands, crazy, in and out, weirdo. Okay? That way you're going to lose your money because you're going to invest in something when it's up because you find out how cool it is, and you're going to lose your money because you're going to pull it out when it's down because you panic. You're going to lose money like that. So stay calm. I'm recommending long-term things all the time. What are we looking at with Shiba Inu? Okay, one of two things. We're gearing up for another big explosion, another 10x before the end of the year. I think all-time high Ethereum, all-time high BTC, all-time high Shiba Inu within the next few weeks. That's what I think. That's where my money is. However, what if it drops more? Do not panic. Remember Doge, right? Do you remember how the beginning of 21 Doge was this giant thing and made a whole bunch of millionaires? Remember that? You've got to remember that Doge was around for years before that. Things go up and down a couple times. They stay down for a while, and then they explode. Shiba Inu is on everyone's radar now. Over 800,000, close to 1 million people are holding Shiba Inu. A lot of them are really holding large amounts. This is not going anywhere. It's going to be played out till at least another 10x or 100x at least. After it 100x's again, after we drop a couple zeros, will it ever get to a penny? Probably not. Maybe. I'd love that. That'd be amazing. Will it ever get to 1/100th of a penny? Yeah, see, that's possible, right? That's possible. So hold on and see what happens. What do I think it's going to? I don't know, 0.5 of a penny, which is still 1,000, 10,000x for me, so that's fine. I'm good with that, right? Okay. What happens if it drops to 0.0004 and keeps going down? You hold it. Don't forget the macro cycle. What's going to happen is it could go into let's call it hibernation. Okay? It goes into hibernation for a bear cycle in 22-23. Here's what you need to be aware of. Long-term macro cycle. We should keep going up this year. We should have some more all-time highs. But don't forget, this year is going to end. And almost everybody is talking about 22 having a crash. Be prepared. Get your stuff together, pull things out, do what you got to do to get ready. Now, I'm not worried about a crash for 22 and 23 because I'm excited to have a bunch of all-time lows, recent lows, so I can buy more stuff. So I'm going to cash out some things at these all-time highs, hold that money on the dips that are coming in 22, buy the dips, keep accumulating through 22 and 23. By the end of 23, I'm going to have my position consolidated. And it's going to be large, and it's going to be consolidated because the next halving is early 24, late 23 at the earliest. Early 24, we have another explosion, and it's going to be 100x, 1000x all over the place. So I need to be in position when everything's low. A year or two ago, during these lows, things like Cardano was 9 cents, Ethereum was, $50, right? Bitcoin was $1,000. So you get ready during those times for the explosion that's coming in 24. You may want to cash out some depending on how much you're in for. If you're in for $100,000 right now, you're going to want to cash something out at the all-time highs. If you're in for $1,000 right now, it doesn't much matter. Just hang tight. Should we see some more all-time highs? Yes. Should we cash some out? Yes. Should we buy the lows next year and buckle up for 23, 24? Yes. Does that mean that happens just like that? No. It could do anything. But that's where we're at right now. If you have any additional questions on all this stuff, the charts look good. The trend is up. Everything's beautiful right now. Ethereum is all-time high beautiful. Ethereum, right? Huge, major love machine right now. Bitcoin's doing great, pushing the limit of an all-time high. Cardano's on hold. In the news, we've got all kinds of things. This is what you need to do. You need to follow crypto news. You need to pay attention to stuff like this channel, right? For instance, if you do that, you'll know that a guy with Shiba Inu that put 8,000 in made 5.3 or $6 billion. Yesterday, he pulled it out. Over the last day or two, he pulled it out. I watched him on the blockchain pull out $5 billion. Okay? That's fine. He's living his dream. He put $8,000 in a year or two ago. Now he's got $5 billion. Now he's a genius. Now he's a billionaire. Now he lives his dream. His whole life is a pure dream, and everybody in it's a pure dream. And now his wife, who made fun of him for all his weirdness in the basement, is now picking out Maseratis and jets. So everything's beautiful for that guy. God bless him. That's amazing. But when a guy pulls out $5 billion from Shiba Inu, and other guys do something similar, right? You see a dip like this. It's just a couple points. It just went from 7.8 to 5.6. It's just a little dip. Everybody else is in it, and they're going to be like, okay, cool, and they're going to get more. When it hits 0.00005, people buy in some more. It's going to start going back up, and you'll probably drop a zero here pretty soon. I wouldn't worry about it at all. When people make big power moves, it causes temporary drops like that. I'm not worried about it at all. Okay, I'm also not worried if it drops through the floor because I'm just going to buy more and hold it. Okay, I love dips. They're not exciting. Long-term dips that are low for long periods of time is not exciting, but it's cool for me because I can buy. I would love Bitcoin to crash to $2,000. All I'm going to do is buy 10 of them, right? And I'm just going to hold on till they're worth $80,000. You see what I'm saying? That's what you do. You buy the dips, you sell the highs, you chill. Now, people that don't want to take a lot of risk and don't like the idea of things like leverage trading and all this day trading and tracking all these charts, I suggest, just like my hero, Crypto Casey, I suggest you do a thing called DCA, dollar cost averaging. This is just a simple concept with a cool name, dollar cost averaging. All it means is you buy a little bit of time. Let's say that you do a repeat purchase of $10 or $20. Let's say $20 of Bitcoin a week or whatever. Okay. This is called dollar cost averaging because sometimes you'll buy it, it'll be high. Sometimes you'll buy it, it'll be low. But what you'll be doing is those things will average out and you'll continue up. None of this stuff is going down. Everything has gone up. We've at all-time highs on almost everything major, right? Nothing's going down, but you buy it every week, every day, every month, whatever. You put $100 a month into Bitcoin. That's it. You just set it up automatic. Boom, 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 all the time. And you're just accumulating, accumulating. Sometimes that's worth more than other times. Sometimes Bitcoin's worth less. And it just goes up and goes up. And that's called DCAing. DCAing is buying a little bit at a time. I do something that's not DCAing. I do buying dips, and this means you have to look at charts, track dips, track highs and lows. So it's more work, but you make more money. So I'm going to be tracking and buying dips. What you don't do is buy high and sell low. That's how you lose money. So mostly hodl, which means hold on for dear life. So I'm mostly buying things for long term. I'm doing things called staking. I'm staking Cardano. That means I leave it in position. I make money on it about 5 times more than I would make in a bank account. Okay, so I'm holding money just like I would be in a savings account, but I'm staking a crypto that I love, and I'm making money like interest basically. So I'm making money. I'm staking 2 different cryptos, and I'm making a little bit at a time, but it's 5%, but it's more than I'll be making in a bank account at 1% or whatever that is. So you can do all these different things. If you have any questions about any of that stuff, send me an email, drchefscrypto@gmail. Comment below, DM me, whatever it is. Just shoot me a message, and we'll talk more about whatever you want. And I'll make a video if you want a video about anything in particular. Just feel free to ask. Please share this stuff with your friends. I mean, I'm not talking to, I'm only talking to a couple dozen people, which is kind of, this information should probably get out further than that. So please like, subscribe, notifications, share with your friends, all that stuff. Thanks for playing, and I'm having a blast. I hope you're having a blast too. I hope you're loving life, okay? And I hope that you're going to get heavily blessed through all this crypto love. So I will talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Dr. Chef's Crypto, signing off for tonight. Thanks.